now, and me, of course, Tony. What would you name our show? The Roadrunners. The Roadrunners. All right. Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you calling in.
You're welcome. I love you guys. You're doing great. Keep it up.
I love you too.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Well, we might be getting close to the end of the show. So far, we've had one good submission, the Roadrunners. That was a cool idea.
Apologize for the inconvenience. By the way, guys, it seems like they weren't able to hear the call, but we're working on it right now. So.
Oh, nobody was able to hear the call?
No, it kind of fell off for a second.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, listeners. We're still having technical issues. This is, pilot season 1. We're still pretty early. We're trying to figure it all out.
So the Roadrunners, all right. The Bipartisan Club.
The Bipartisan Club.
That can go so many different ways. We have like people like we just different like they'll be like searching online and they'll come up with the bipartisan like tag or something like that and start listening to our show.
We should think of something that people would Google a lot and that somehow relates to us. What does everybody Google when you're Googling things? You Google the weather?
Everyone Googles the weather. I Google the weather.
The weather, yeah. So maybe the
weatherman?
The weatherman? There you go.
Let's
Hopefully
see.
That's not taken.
I mean, we should just call it the show. But there's probably someone who already has
Well,
the
the
show.
show was Bob Odenkirk. And,
Was it?
Yeah.
Man, okay.
David Cross.
Oh, David Cross. He was, where was he? We were taking a trip up to, I think it was in Madison. When we were in Madison, Wisconsin, they're having one of those theaters. And that's what we need. That's something that I miss, seeing, like, live comedians. They have an LOL club here in town.
Before anyone knew who Jack Black was on their show before he became famous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, they kind of broke him.
They broke him. All right. So, yeah, so we're coming up to the end of the show, guys. We want to leave any last minute comments, guys, suggestions, the name of the shows. Let's scroll down real quick, see what we have.
And show topics. What would you guys want to call in about?
Let's see. I wouldn't do Roadrunners because of UTSA. It's kind of true. Probably have some backlash there. Rehab.
The Rehab?
I think they already have some like shows called The Rehab. It's cool. It's definitely a cool. It's not a name though.
Poe?
The Rehab. I kid. I second The Rehab. Poe. Porn. Oh, let's call it porn.
Just call it porn? Yeah, everyone Googles that.
That is true. That would be a very just tag
free porn show?
The free porn show.
People would be very disappointed.
They'll be like, oh.
And I don't know. I think our viewers would be a little prepared for something different and kind of leave.
Right?
It's like, when is the porn happening?
Oh, we got 3 private show requests in the past 2 minutes. Let's see. Scout will be right back. He's walking out his lady.
We couldn't call it the Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scout. Oh,
no.
nah.
Scouts?
We got to call it the Scouts nowadays. So, yeah, if you guys want to call into the number, I linked it up to my phone now, so there's no technical difficulties. We'll just go ahead and put it on speaker. We'll be good to go this time. Again, working on all the bugs, so we really appreciate you guys coming on right now while we're still early on in this podcast. And we're looking to grow from here on out, definitely. So if you guys have any suggestions and maybe like guests that you find would fit the show, we're open to suggestions. We're open to talking to a couple of people, bringing them on the show, having some guests, special guests out here.
Interview
definitely.
someone?
Yeah, interview someone. Kind of like when we're gonna go out to the Hog Wild Ranch, for instance. Russell, shout out. Like there's we already have some people in the works, so we want to get everything lined up so we can go ahead and have like special guests, music artists, different other people out here like local and whatnot.
Russell said porn rehab.
The porn rehab. What could that mean? What could that possibly mean?
I don't know.
Is it like people?
We could steal their idea and just name the show Hog Wild.
Oh, dude, we can just we'll stick it Hog Wild, right?
Sorry, Russell. We're stealing your idea.
The poor man show.
The Poor Man Show?
The poor man show. I like how you spell it poor.
Maybe it's the... Yeah.
Oh yeah, so one thing I was thinking about before going back to the fears and everything that we're talking about the salt nick. I don't know if you guys ever had this happen to you before, but like I was looking at LD 50/50 for nicotine. I think it was about 60 milligrams or something like that, which is actually really doesn't sound that much. You know, like if you were to take like maybe 1.5 milliliters of like that salt nick, you could possibly die. There's 50% chance you live.
Yeah.
You know. But there's been times where I get like nicotine on my hands and I don't wash my hands, and then all I feel is like my heart starting to go like this. I get really lightheaded. Those are one of those moments where I think like I'm gonna die, like, you know.
There's been lots of times where I spill the vape juice and I just eat it.
What the fuck? Do you just eat the vape juice?
Well, if I've spilled it on my hand,
You don't want to waste it, huh?
yeah, I just, it tastes good. And then like sometimes like I'll have that rush of nicotine hit me.
Dude, like you must be a trucker, a trooper, or something like that.
A trucker or a trooper.
Or
Could
like,
be either.
I guess if you're a trucker, you're already a trooper, right? Hashtag hog wild. Yeah, that's one of my fears. But
I think my fear would be to go blind and not know what I'm eating.
if like people are just giving you stuff like, hey, test
You would
this.
never know what you're eating. Are there bugs in it? You don't know.
I guess not.
Couldn't see. How do blind people deal with that?
You gotta just trust people, I guess. I mean, you can still smell. So, I mean, if it smells good, you probably want to eat it. But
But there could be a bug in it. You don't know.
oh, dude, you know that kind of reminds me. Like I always wanted to like get the apple and give it to the teacher, and then they eat it, and the worm comes out.
There's
You
a
know?
half a worm.
Yeah. Or the Mexican. You remember the Mexican jumping beans?
Yeah.
Those things always freak me the fuck out. I don't know why.
Mexican jumping beans freak you out?
Yeah, because it's like
I always wanted some.
I seen them one time. There, surprisingly, the place I found them was at a corner store. Like, you know, what kind of corner store will have Mexican jumping beans? But
My
A
biggest
good
fear
corner store.
about being blind is being like next to a body of water.
oh,
Like walking down the road next to a body of water,
And you just fall
go
in.
off and you just fall in, and you don't know how to swim because nobody taught you.
you don't know how to swim. You don't know which direction to swim. If you did know how to swim, you don't know like how deep the water is.
It's true. You'd swim in circles and what would
That's
you
horrible.
The start over. The start over. No.
start over?
Lame.
Trucker Tony.
I'm not actually
name-
a trucker.
You know, to be honest, I liked Russell's one, porn.
Porn rehab.
Just
Porn rehab.
Porn rehab. That's
That's a
right.
great name. Paul, you're not the director of the show. Shut the hell up.
Well,
I like porn rehab, real, to be honest.
unless we got any callers.
Vape stars.
Vape stars, the vapors.
The vape. That sounds so rapey.
Vapors.
We just have to talk about vaping all the time. It'd get kind of boring.
Yeah. No. We're not gonna name ourselves the Vapors or the Vape Stars or anything rapey like that.
Oh, what's a cool animal? The horny toads.
Oh yeah. So sexual. No, you know, honestly, one of my favorite animals is the sloth.
Ooh.
Have you ever seen the face of a sloth? It's so weird looking.
Oh man, I have one photo. Let me show you something real quick.
Oh
What
gosh.
if What if the show is just called Sloth?
Sloth eaters. I know Juan and Lance are so pissed right now that you're doing this and not playing Call of Duty with them, but I don't care.
Lance actually bought me Call of Duty just so I could play with everyone.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, that's how fire this game is. And
PlayStation or Xbox?
I have it on PS4.
Oh man, I need PS4. So I can play with everybody. I want to play with everybody.
That's my new name,
That's your new name. Sky, you can't just come in like that.
the Start Over.
My big fear that became a reality was when a giant bug was in my room one night in middle school in Virginia, and it crawled behind a dresser so I couldn't get to it. My friend was on the phone with me and said it was going to come back to get me in the night. And it did!
Oh man, that's the worst.
Porn rehab covers all. You know what? I like the name porn rehab. Like,
Porn rehab?
Porn rehab. I feel like
You think those two words define this show?
I feel like porn rehab would be like the name of like a grungy punk band.
Rehab porn?
Porn rehab.
No, what about rehab porn?
Rehab porn?
I like that better.
All right, so there's this antelope, right? It's an endangered antelope they have like in another country. It's this thing.
Oh, dude.
Why does their nose look like a
I think I
pecker?
found something new that I'm afraid of. You have to actually bring
Show
that to the camera.
that, Ben.
Yeah, let me bring it
Show
up to the camera real quick.
that. Oh, this is so
Heather,
creepy.
imagine this coming at you.
Oh gosh.
You're like, I hope that weird
Yeah,
nose-looking
see it
thing
there,
doesn't come at me.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
What is that thing called?
It's just some kind of endangered antelope. And I guess not that bad thing that's endangered.
Look at that pecker for a nose. You see the size of that trunk? See how low it hung? Like, my gosh.
Looks like an alien.
Alien antelope.
Alien antelope.
No, that's our new band name.
That's like Alien Ant Farm, but this.
I love Alien Ant Farm.
I think like that's one of those bands that like I was raised when. I mean, they're all those kind of bands back in the '90s, early 2000s. You know, that
Dude, 90s
Kinda
bands
miss.
and early 2000s were the greatest.
oh yeah.
We wish we were the Billy Madison show.
I do wish we were the Billy Madison show. Oh, Russell said he's seen those before. They're effing rowdy.
Like
How
real
rowdy,
life?
Russell? Like sexual wise or what?
Or like where you see like a really angry emu and you're like afraid it's gonna come for you.
Oh, I wish we could name the show Angry Beavers.
That's
Angry
that's
Beavers.
already a cartoon.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I wish. That show was awesome too. Let me see those.
Yeah, you go.
I want to hear us talk. I like to listen to us say stuff.
There you go.
Fun.
All right, guys. So we're about an hour 20 minutes now, so we're gonna start getting prepared to close off.
Whoa, what happened? Okay.
Kind of froze for a second.
I gotta drive to Austin tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Dan, what are you doing in Austin?
I gotta go pick up a friend at Shipley's Donuts, and then
It's in Austin.
well, we gotta pick her up in San Marcos, and then we're heading over to Austin.
What's going on down in Austin?
I'm going to Gnostic Mass.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do they have any
Oh.
over here in San Antonio?
Sometimes, but not very often. But they do it in Austin all the time.
They have everything in Austin.
Yeah,
They have about everything.
if you can think of it, it's probably in Austin.
Keep Austin weird.
Sexual rhinos.
We appreciate everybody enjoying
Rhino
the show too.
herpes.
The Butt Naked Cock Knockers.
Oh gosh, I love that band.
Is that a band?
No, I hope it is.
Oh god.
It is now.
The butt naked cock knockers.
We appreciate everyone who tuned in today. Everyone who left comments. Everyone who was involved. We're gonna be doing this here next week as well.
On
I'm actually
Friday.
thinking Yeah, we're gonna be doing it Friday. This coming Friday. Will you be available Friday?
Scout has a wedding to go to Saturday. It is for his Thea. So
Yeah,
he cannot
we're gonna be
make
out of
it.
town too. We're gonna be in
The
Austin
Teabag
next
show.
Saturday
No
for an
shit.
event. Yeah, so
I can
Oh,
do
that
it
works
Friday
out.
after work.
that's perfect.
As long as it's after
We can do it a little early too.
Yeah, we're,
You know,
we're thinking about
earlier
doing the
than
show
midnight.
like 9 o'clock instead of midnight.
I get off at about 9, so yeah, I could probably.
That'd be perfect. We can push it back 9:30, whatever.
I'm still dying about that comment. The butt naked
Teabag
cock
show.
knockers. Fucking Russell.
Paul, nobody wants to see the teabag show.
Paul does apparently.
I'm just glad we didn't end the entire show with the last thing we said was the butt naked cock rockers.
Cock knockers. Hey, we got a watcher.
Welcome to the
Scout
podcast,
takes it
Lisa.
deep show. This motherfucker. Fucking Paul.
Scout takes the deep show. That's just
Scout is Nard. Yeah, I probably would listen to the shit Nard does. Man,
The nards.
the Nards.
Nard knockers.
So join us then Friday, about 9 o'clock, 9:30. We're gonna be live again. In the meantime, start thinking about what should we do for a new topic. You guys didn't have any ideas? New topic?
You know
Take
what?
suggestions. New
This
topic.
is what I'm gonna do, guys. I want you all of our fans, to come up with a topic for us to talk about on Friday.